Dude, how do you feel about rivals to lovers?
You know I eat that shit up.
Dude,
I just
freaking
delicious.
3-course meal, bitch. Yeah, dude.
Uh-huh.
I think it can either be done really well or really badly.
I agree.
So,
Because sometimes I feel like the actual rivalry isn't deep enough for me. Like it's so shallow.
because some rivalries, like, stop it, bitch. I like you, I think. And it's like, no, I want these to be cutthroat. I want them to be like, bitch, you know what? You're kind of cute, but fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's what I want.
Is that too much to ask for?
No. But would you say that rivals to lovers is different from enemies to lovers, or is that like the same? Is that the same boat?
No, it's not. Because enemies to lovers, like, you killed my dad, I'll never forgive you. Rivals to lovers is, I want that pay raise. Fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like one of them, you killed my dad. The other one, like, you're not going to kill my dad, but it kind of feels like you did.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's how deep it is. That's how deep the hate is. Yeah.
That's how deep the hate is. But then, you know what's better? When it's rivals to lovers, but even during the rivalry, it's like, well, I still don't want you to, like, go through shit.
Yeah, like, I still kind of care about you a little bit. Not too much,
you're
though.
a rival, but, like, are you doing okay, though? Like,
did you eat yet? Like, are you good?
Maybe you're a rival, but I am going to visit you at home, and you're kind of cute, I think. But don't even fucking think about taking my pay raise.
Exactly.
That's the type of shit I want. Not in my own life. I would fucking scream.
I would lose my shit, too, honestly.
If I had someone who rivaled with me at work, and it came to a pay raise, I'd throw that bitch under the bus. You know what? He was slacking off.
And I have the proof. You just pull out all these folders.
Who's taking these pictures? I don't know.
It's like from the ceiling.
It's like a selfie. It's me.
Okay.
I don't think I could deal with this in real life, but something about rivals to lovers and, like, true love type shit. Like, can't separate.
Like cute love.
That shit got me fucked up, dude.
Like romance times 10.
Dude, you're already gonna fucking make me cry. I think if you are a fan of rivals to lovers, then we have a good fix for you.
And magic.
And magic. Oh my god, I forgot that. But are you ready for me to fix your life?
I'm ready.
Welcome to Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Chelly.
And I'm your host, Yahida.
And BookTok brought us here.
We are here because of BookTok. I had heard about this book so many fucking times, but I had no indication of what actually happened in this book.
I've seen the cover, and I will be honest with you.
I love the cover.
I do too, but this isn't a book that I'd be like, TBR has to be on the top of my list.
Yeah.
It would be a book I pick up because I like the title, and it would sit on my TBR until she was ready.
So we're talking about Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And this is one of those books where it takes place, or it kind of gives like a World War I feel to it.
But with magic. But with magic, because just to start off with kind of like an introduction before the actual story, there is a war between gods going on. And it's between the god of below and the goddess of above. So the goddess of above, which is a Skylander goddess, her name is Enva.
Shout out Enva.
2 million years young, bitch.
2 million, and she loves to play music.
And she's over here just chilling, playing music. But then there's another god by the name of Daiquiri.
I call him Dacre, but I could be wrong. Dacre.
You know what? Dacre sounds better than Daiquiri.
Zachary?
Basically Zachary. Fucking surfer bitch. Never mind, it's Daiquiri now. So fucking
I just like
Daiquiri.
to call him Zach, you know?
So fucking Daiquiri, just chilling and shit.
Stop it.
He's over here like, bruh. Like, this babe in the sky's kind of chill. I want her to chill with me. But like, she doesn't come out because she's over here fucking strumming. What's the one song? What's the one song? Anyone want to hear Wonderwall? You know, she's over here playing Wonderwall and shit. And he's like, the only way I can get her down is to kill people because this bitch play music when people dead. So he starts killing people with hounds left and right.
He's just fucking shit up for everybody.
And so then
inevitably she has to come down.
Enva comes down and is like, what are you doing? And Daker comes and he's like, you notice that?
Hey, girl.
Hey, what, no hug?
Because he's daiquiri?
Yeah. What, no hug? No hug for the D-man? Okay, I get it.
And he is the god of healing.
Yes.
Which is a big fucking deal when, people are at war.
And the fact that he's killing and does not heal the people he's killed just to get the recognition of a potential love interest. She's like angry. She's like, why the hell would I stay with you when you are hurting people?
Yeah.
And she leaves and he's like, no. Daiquiri does not take no for an answer. The D-man, no. So he continues to kill and it gets too much for her that Enva's just like, you know what? I will live with you. But you have to stop killing. And you have to let me play Wonderwall whenever the fuck I want.
That wasn't one of the conditions, but okay.
No, well, it was you have to let me play my music when I want and you cannot kill anymore. And he was like, chill, babe.
That's exactly what I wanted. Okay.
Wait, babe, are we together?
Wait, do I need to get a ring?
Can we change our Facebook status, babe? So that is the story of the gods and the goddesses. And this is a known story in the town of Oath that is... It's like a town that is nearby the war, but very unaffected by the war.
Yeah, it's like outside.
Yes.
It's like in the skirts of it, pretty much.
So we are introduced to our two characters by the names of Iris and Roman.
Yeah, but the prologue, I feel like the prologue is pretty important. So in the prologue of this book, Iris is basically saying goodbye to her brother Forrest because Forrest heard the song. He heard the call. He was like, I gotta go.
What's the song?
Enva, meet Wonderwall?
No, explain it. What do you mean by hearing the song?
So basically in this... I was like, is this a trick question? So basically in this war, the gods...
Sorry, it's fucking Ozzy Osbourne. All aboard!
Oh my god, that would be pretty sick, actually.
Okay,
I would jump in too.
Yes, of course.
So the gods rely on the humans for this war. So if you hear the song, it basically indicates you have to go then. You have to go and serve the goddess to partake in this war, pretty much. And so Forrest is telling Iris, okay, I gotta go. And I think Forrest is 5 years older than her.
Yes.
And he's like, I heard the song, I gotta go. And Iris just feels so angry. She feels betrayed. She's heartbroken because really, she really relied on her brother for support. And she's just like, are you really gonna leave me for some goddess? Really? And he's like, I have to do it. I'm sorry. But remember, you made me 2 promises. Tell me what the promises were. And she's like, stay in school and take care of mom. And he's just like, exactly.
Here's my trench coat. Take care of it. It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go fight for Enva. BRB.
And so he leaves, and then she puts her hands in the pockets, and she finds a letter that he wrote her pretty much. Oh, and then he did ask her to write him letters while he was away.
Do you remember what the letter said?
It said something like, thanks for being a great sister, and I'll see you soon, or something like that.
And it was weird because it had the tabs to Wonderwall.
Oh my god.
You know what I thought was kind of cool? The fact that music was kind of outlawed.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too. It's something different.
Yeah, what would I do if I have the beat in me?
It's like Happy Feet.
I know. So welcome to another retelling of Happy Feet.
So the letter says, just in case you didn't know, you are by far the best sister I've ever had. I'm so proud of you, and I'll be home before you know it, Little Flower, because he called her Little Flower.
Dude, it fucks me up because by the beginning of the book, just by that prologue, I was like, you know what? If shit happens to Iris, I'm gonna fucking hate this book.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought, but I was like, they can't hurt her. She's gonna do fine. Well, her mom became an alcoholic.
Yeah, because of her brother's departure. She really took it hard.
Yep.
And so she basically had to be her caretaker. And it sucks because she would arrive late to work at the Oath Gazette.
Yeah.
Because she was a journalist. And everyone would be like, why are you late again? And she couldn't explain that she ran late because she was trying to take care of her mother, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it really sucked because, like, she's over here competing for lead columnist.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have that, you're making good-ass money. You're always, basically always going to be front-page material.
Mm-hmm.
And she's really good at her writing. But the person she's competing against, whose name is Roman C. Kitt, he is also a good journalist, but he's also rich.
Yeah, he's rich. So he has a lot more privilege.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks because seeing them interact, it's funny because she does bring up that he's handsome, but it's like, but man, I hate this bitch.
He's like, yeah, he's cute, but would I punch him? Yeah, I would.
Of course I would. No doubt about it.
If he gets too close to me, I'm swinging.
And it's funny because the first interaction they ever have is her running late into the office, and he runs in and pulls off the, basically the article that their boss Zeb wanted written, and he pulls it off, and he's like, "Oh, did you want this? Did you?" She's like, "No, I'm good."
Because basically there's like a bulletin board, and the boss puts in what he wants written, and it's basically first come, first serve. So if you take it off, then that story is yours.
Mm-hmm. So it sucks. It just feels like her life is shitty because she even like, at one point, I think it's near the beginning, so I'm going to say this now. At one point, she's going to leave, and she goes up to Roman, or she calls him Kit. They call each other by their last names.
Mm-hmm. So she's Winnow. Yeah. Iris Winnow.
So she goes up to Kit and is like, so you want a sandwich or whatever? Like, you want to go get a fucking sandwich? There's a sandwich place over there. Best pickles. And he's just like, I'm busy. I can't get distracted by sandwiches. And then she's like, fine, bitch, I'll go by myself. And she goes over here, and it's funny because she's so, I say funny, but I mean more relatable. Going to the store, wanting to buy yourself a fucking sandwich, but it's over here like, I have a boiled egg. And that's kind of it.
Yeah, because she's struggling pretty much.
I get it. So she basically goes home with her boiled eggs, and I think it's just plain bread. And her mom is just a wreck.
Yeah. I felt so bad for her, like having to take care of her mom. Like her mom was so, I don't know, like I felt like the mom was just gone. Ever since Forrest left, she just didn't consider what Iris was going through.
It's kind of hard because these people who are alcoholics are so deep into this and it's like very obvious that who they are is just kind of who they are. Like it's hard to get them out of this. They make promises to you, but that they're never going to keep. And that was the mom.
And she knew it too. She was like, she's making all these promises, but it's not going to happen. And so Iris is pretty much like desperate to get into communication with her brother.
Yes.
And she starts writing these letters to him. Okay. But she puts them in a wardrobe.
Yes.
And they disappear.
That's what I wanted to talk about. I don't want to talk about this story like section by section.
Yeah, I don't either. But
I do want to talk about this concept of the typewriters. So how did you feel with this whole magic typewriter thing?
So just to give it a little bit of an explanation in case you haven't read this book, which you definitely should because we're going to spoil the fuck out of it. So Iris has a typewriter that was passed down by her grandmother, and this typewriter has like this magic to it that she doesn't realize until like near the end. And so I think it's multiple typewriters, no?
There's 3.
There's 3, yes. And so Roman has one of the 3, and Iris has another one of the 3. And so when she writes this letter, puts it in the wardrobe, he gets access to this letter, and basically he can respond, and it disappears. She gets it. That's how it goes. Yeah. I felt like this was so unique. Like this was such a unique magic concept to me. Like I was like, wow, I've never read anything like this before. Yep. To me, it was like, I don't know, like I was just like in awe of this.
And I will say, when it was revealed that the letter that she was writing was going to Roman Kit, at first I was like, what are the fucking odds? I hate that it's just randomly going to your rival. But I really liked that it came with the story of like, yeah, Olette, who got this typewriter made for two of her besties, which was Kit's grandma and Iris's grandma. They all got it because they were all best friends. But what they all had in common was none of them cared what their social standing in life was.
Yeah.
Like their money that they had in the world didn't matter. Their friendship mattered.
Yeah.
And I think it was a nice parallel to both Kit and Iris because it's like they both like each other. And it's so obvious, but they don't know it yet. But as the story develops, they become that. Like, I don't care your social standing.
They don't care.
I care about you.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really, like, when it explained why they had the typewriters, I was like, that's so sweet. That is so sweet.
And I love that they were both just really good writers. And they both come from completely, like, opposite backgrounds, but they were able to communicate in this writing. And I will praise Rebecca Ross.
Yeah.
She has such good writing. Like, I loved it so much. And I love how, like, maybe it's a little bit, like, floral-y for some people, maybe.
Like embellished.
Yeah, maybe, but I really appreciated it because they're both writers. So I did kind of expect like pretty writing, especially when they were writing to each other.
I agree with you. I had no issues with the writing. I actually thought this was a very it's hard for me to get into books, mostly when we're reading for this podcast, because we finish a book and I'm still stuck in that book. So when we have to move on, I'm like, well, how am I supposed to? I'm thinking about Kimberly Lemming. Like, you know, it's hard sometimes.
How am I supposed to move on? Yeah.
So I thought this book like had me like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And
me too. But I will say, I'm going to be honest.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to be honest. For a second there, I was into the story. Don't get me wrong. But then I was thinking like, wow, isn't it kind of crazy that this story is taking place like outside of the gods? Like it's not about the gods. I mean, it is, but it's not. Like, that's just kind of, like, in the background, but it's still really interesting.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, why am I following these two bitches when I could be following magical Envy and Daiquiri?
With the magical typewriter, yeah.
Like, I get it, that's sick, but, like...
But no, like, the story, like, hooked me right away. I was into it. And then I love how... I just...
Bitch, wait. I told you I'm gonna cry in this book, so whatever you say might trigger it. You know, I've never felt...
Dude, that shot got me. I'm scared to take another one.
Dude, I just want to say, I told you Hyra this before. We've read some pretty sad books on this podcast.
Yeah, we have.
This is the one that I think will make me cry.
Really?
I feel very strongly about certain moments in this book.
Okay.
So just whatever you say, if I cry, it just happens. Just let the tears flow. Play Wonderwall while I cry.
Okay. In the background, it's just like, okay, you know what? I just wanted to say that I really love Iris's character and Roman's character. I love that they both really like provide something substantial to each other's lives. Yeah. And I love that she didn't even realize it for a while that he was like falling in love with her. It's like one of those where, you know how there's that trope like that he falls first or falls harder or whatever. This one is like a really good example of that trope because he like fell for her.
And it's written so well because one thing that she's scared of is being pitied. And it's because, you know, she does come from a life where if you were to look at it from an outside standpoint, you would feel bad for her. We feel bad for her as readers. Yeah. But never once did he pity her. Because never once did he think she's not a competition. She's not all of this. Yeah. And the first time they have sandwiches, I think it's really sweet because they're sitting there awkwardly. And he's just like, you know what? I owe you an apology for the first time we met. And I said you weren't going to be competition. I was wrong. Yeah. And it's funny because in her mind, she's like, what the fuck is happening?
And I also love that he was looking into her writing. Like he would read it. And it wasn't like in a competitive way. It was more so like he's curious. Like, okay, well, like what makes her a good writer?
And she was writing obituaries. Yeah. There's nothing you can really read off of that. Yeah. So, like, the fact that he was going out of his way to read these is really sweet. Yeah. And then because one of the biggest moments in this book is when Iris loses her mom. And it's so sad because right before she loses her mom is drunk but speaking to her in a way like, everything's going to change, sweetie. I'm going to be better for you. You're going to be an amazing writer. You're making Forrest so proud. And then her mom doesn't come home one night. And it's around 10 when she's like, I should go looking for my mom. But she doesn't. And it turns out that around 10:30, her mom got hit by a train. And when she was writing her obituaries, a thing popped up with like, unidentified body here. This is what they were wearing. This is what they look like. And she just gets up from work and leaves. And she leaves without Forrest's trench coat, identifies the body as her mom, and goes home and just like is like in a daze. And it really gets me because I think writing grief is so hard. And this book, it's such a like, it's so like beautifully written. And the fact that this is all happening, she's going through the stages of grief in her own way. And Kit is one of the only ones that is like,
he notices.
This is very unlike her. Yeah. So he gets her trench coat and takes it to her house the next day. And it's like 9 or something, like she didn't go to work. And he's like knocking and he's like, are you home? Are you in there? And he opens the door because it's unlocked. And he's like, we are all worried about you. Like, are you okay? What's going on? And she's just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And
she doesn't want to tell anyone what happened.
So then
and then also she's aware that people don't really read the obituaries.
Dude, but when he leaves, I thought it was very sweet when he was like, can you please lock the door? Yeah. Don't leave it unlocked. Yeah. And she's like, fine. And so he leaves and she's looking through the people and he's waiting. And until she locks it, that's when he leaves.
I'm literally gonna cry. Okay.
Get you a rival that fucking checks up on you, man.
Anyway.
Go ahead, bitch.
I fucking love Roman. Oh my God.
He's so good.
I also love that all of those moments when they were trading letters, I was so invested. I was like, damn. Because he was getting to know her more through these letters because she made it obvious who she was because she was like, I work for, or she thought she was sending this to Forrest. So she was telling him like, oh, my job at the Oath Gazette is going like this. I want this, that sort of thing. And so he figured out that she was the one who was writing these letters. And so through these letters, he's getting to know her more and slowly starts falling in love with her because she's a really good fucking writer. And he's like, damn, she deserves this. She deserves the columnist position.
So, and it really sucks because when she comes back, Zeb, their boss, is like, hey,
I would have given you this position.
I was going to call her Zeke. Roman, Iris, please come to my office. I need to speak to both of you. You're both brilliant writers, but honestly, Iris, you've been lacking. You've been late. You didn't even come into work yesterday. So I'm going to give it to Roman.
Yeah, and it's so sad because Roman read the obituaries. And I don't remember exactly at what point, but he like tries to vouch for her where he's like,
at that point, he's like, can't you just give us both more time? Like, can't you give us more of a chance to show ourselves? And he's like, why would I do that? I made my choice. It's like, because her mom died. And she's just kind of like, hello? But she doesn't say anything. Yeah. And then Zeb is like, is that true? And it's like, yeah, I wrote it in the obituaries. It's like, yeah, it was on there. We need to give her space. But Zeb is still like, you know what? I already made my choice. Yeah. I can give you bereavement, like the leave. But that's as much as I could give you. And at this point, Iris is already done with the job. So she's like, no, I'm good.
She's so she's so hollow. And I feel like Rebecca Ross does a really good job at showing that. Like that she's so just lost in this moment of the loss of her mother. And so she's just like more fixated on, okay, obviously I didn't get the position. So now I'm going to dedicate my time to trying to find Forrest.
And it hurt me so much because at this point, Roman and Iris, their feelings aren't out there, but Roman really cares. So he stood by the exit and is like, you can't leave like this.
Yeah, he's trying to stop her. And it's really sad because he's also engaged.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He's engaged to be married.
Let's stop for a bit.
Roman's engaged.
To
be married, that bitch.
That bitch.
So basically his dad is very controlling and he's like, look, I'm sorry, but you have to marry this one girl because it just makes sense for the family, right?
Yeah.
So Roman comes from money, and so his dad is making this arranged marriage for him, but he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to go through with it. But everyone knows about it because it's in the newspaper, and Iris is like, congrats, I guess.
It sucks too. And it's funny because the first time Iris hears about it, their coworker, Sarah Prindle, I think is her name, is like, I'm sorry, Iris. And Iris was like, why are you apologizing to me? And it's like, well, everyone in the office made a bet that you guys would end up together. Because, I mean, look at you guys.
Aww.
And Iris starts rambling like, well, he doesn't even look at me any certain way. And it gets cut off, but Prindle's like, dude, you should have seen the way he was looking at you when... And then it cuts off. So, like, everyone kind of feels it, too. You know, it's just them two that are kind of... Well, more her, oblivious to the situation. But I did want to bring up that by this point of the story, Roman and Iris's relationship through the typewriter has already kind of developed. Because there are a lot of moments where they're writing to each other, and then because she knows it's no longer going to Forrest, she addresses this man and tells him very intimate things. And one thing they talk about is brought up by him, which is like, what do you do when everyone expects something out of you? Like, how do you continue to wear a mask? And do you feel like you always have to wear armor? And she was like, well, I wouldn't go around the world not wearing armor because then, you know, things are going to happen to you that you don't want to happen to you. But what I can say is the strongest people are also the most gentle ones. And it's okay to let down your armor every once in a while to some people that you trust. So she kind of basically said, like, I'm your first situation where you can do that. Like the fact that we are having this conversation.
I love that moment because she also alludes to being afraid of holding herself back too much. Where it's like you're holding yourself back from happiness. And I just loved that correspondence that they had together. Dude, that quote was really good about the armor and just like being free of it.
Yeah. And it sucks too because, you know, Iris no longer works at the Gazette. She is lost her mom. The only person that she semi-cared about is engaged, and she doesn't know how to feel about it. So she's over here like, I'm going to find Forrest. I'm going to drop everything, and I'm going to go
find him.
So she joins this new, well, it's not new, but it's the competing
journalism
newspaper.
Yeah.
And they're called the Tribune.
Yeah.
I think. And the reason that they're doing so well and competing with the Gazette is because they are doing reporter correspondences that are like on field, like in field correspondence. So they are writing about the war while at the war, and their thing is like in a neutral position. So they're just taking it for what it is. And it's like a suicide mission because even the paper she signs when she gets hired is like, you are completely okay if you are dismembered, lose any limbs, lose any sight, hearing, whatever. Mental, physical, emotional state is like, we're not in charge of any of that.
She's literally in the trenches.
Yep. But she's good with it because she's like, what else do I have to lose? So she goes. And dude, I fucking loved how this story, because sometimes stories take me out when it feels like you're reading a different story. It kind of reminds me when we read Wife. Felt like two different stories. And this story did not do that to me because it just felt like, now we're over here. Now it's happening over here. But there was still the connection to the first part of the story because of the typewriters. And the fact that they were still able to write to each other from so far away. They had revealed their first names. Well, she did. And he revealed his middle name, which is Carver, which I think is so funny because throughout the entire story, she doesn't know what the C stands for. So she basically will put any word for the C depending on the situation. So like when she figured out that he was engaged and that the dad wanted to put like it in the newspaper, she was like, there he fucking goes. Roman coddled Kit. It's like, I just thought that was cute.
I love the Roman cheeky Carver.
Yeah.
She would just throw in like the craziest like C words, and I loved it. I thought that part was so fucking cute.
But he reveals himself as Carver. And it's cute because anytime they write to each other, she always ends it with love, Iris, and he ends it with yours, Carver.
That shit was so fucking cute. Oh my God, I loved them.
Do you remember the first time they were doing like the typewriting correspondence, but then something really bad was happening in like the war area? So she was like, okay, gotta go. But she misspelled all the words.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then in his perspective, it's like, oh my God, what is happening to her? And he couldn't sleep. He couldn't eat.
He didn't know exactly where she went. Because even through the typewriter, as you know, this anonymous person, she would not tell him where she was. And so he'd lost sleep over it.
Oh, dude, they were so cute. I thought it was cute when she admitted that she wanted to meet him. And she was like, but I can't go because I don't have any wings. And he was like, you with no wings? Nah, can't imagine it. He's got me fucked up. Get surgery to get wings. Like, this boy got me so fucked up, dude. He's so into her. I can't. It
was so cute.
Did you
fucking love Roman?
Me too. And I love that moment. That like defining moment.
I know which one you're talking about.
When he saw her, I hope you do. When he saw her story as the headline on the Tribune, figured out where she was, and he was like, she wrote her own story. I'm a write mine, bitch. And then goes on as Carver, writes to Iris and is like, BRB, I gotta go do something. And me reading this as the reader, I'm like, nah, bitch, you are not gonna.
Yeah, he basically like abandoned his whole fucking life. Remember, he got the position that he wanted. Well, it was mostly his family that wanted him to get this position. He abandoned everything. And was like, I gotta go get my girl. And he went.
Dude, with no plan either. This bitch just went in freaking cold turkey.
Just with his typewriter in his little bag.
I know. Here I come, bitch.
Wifey, where are you?
Oh my God. I was like kind of cringing a little bit because where they're living, there's, it's a war against gods. So there's these creatures that attack, and there are certain sirens that sound when certain creatures are attacking. So they have a whole protocol. Like when you hear this siren, in 2 minutes, you got to be in, close the windows, do all that. If you're outside, freaking play dead, don't move.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the siren sounds, and Iris and another columnist that went with her, whose name is Addie, they're both like, okay, let's close everything up. And she's looking out the window and sees someone running, and it's like, stupid bitch, who's running in this? And gets the binoculars or whatever, and it's like, no fucking
holy fucking
no fucking way. Fucking here's Roman.
He's just skipping. Like, he's skipping through the flowers. Just like, I'm
bringing them in. Love this. Going for my girl.
Oh my God.
And she's like, holy shit. So she sprints, and she's sprinting towards him. And it's funny because like he sees her and it's like, oh, Babe!
I missed you. I traveled for this video.
Babe, but
it was so cute because he like dropped his bag and he was running towards her like they were gonna have a moment, but she was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
He was like, "This is it." He's sprinting in with the chapstick. He's like, "Oh my God, it's happening! It's happening!"
Our first kiss. Fuck
I didn't
yeah!
know these sirens meant romance moment.
He's like, would have picked something different, but okay.
Chapstick, Carmex, fucking spritz of water on his face. Bitch, I'm ready. I got layers. Wait, don't kiss me yet. Like a lip mask. Give me 15 minutes, babe.
These lips are gonna be juicy for you, babe.
So he, when they're near each other, and he's dropped his stuff, his face is full of fear because he knows something's about to happen, but he doesn't know what. So then she jumps on him and is basically sitting on him, right? And is just holding him down. And she's like, fucking Kit, do not fucking move. And I think this is the first time she curses in front of him.
Yeah, because he's like, oh my God,
who are you?
Who are you?
5 chapsticks out now. Babe. tape all over his face.
He's like, I'm so in love with you right now.
No, but she's like, don't fucking move. And he hears the sounds and he's like, are those hounds? Are those hounds? He knew, you know? Uh-huh. And so they just lay down and she's closing her eyes at first, but it's like a very uncomfortable position because she's basically holding herself up on top of him. But when she opens her eyes, they're both just looking at each other. But I think it's funny.
God, we're both just crying over here.
It's funny. It's been a while since we've read a book that we both have like similar stances on. So the fact that half of this episode is going to be us crying, talking about shit they don't even understand. Don't dive it.
You don't understand. We don't always align.
I know. I'm so glad we do right now because dude.
You thought we wouldn't?
No, I didn't think we would. Oh.
I was nervous that you would hate this book.
What made you think that? At this point, why would I have hated it?
Sometimes
your taste just doesn't make sense.
Sometimes your taste is just weird.
Excuse you.
Respectfully.
Hold on. Say something controversial before we take the shot.
Why would I do that?
Say something controversial.
Who's better, Roman or Iris? 3, 2, 1. Iris. Oh, okay.
Awkward. Sorry, I have to pray.
Well, I'm already choking. Okay.
I just think Roman's the perfect man. Is that so hard to think? Is it wrong? Is it wrong that I'm just so attracted to this man? Dude, he, like, everything about him, too. Don't die on me.
Oh, my God. I can't.
Roman, don't die on me.
Okay. My hand's wet.
It's okay. It's like, is this tequila? The fact that Roman came all this way.
I love that he just left his whole life behind and he was like, no.
And it's funny because as soon as the hounds are gone, Iris is like, you came here to fucking upstage me, bitch.
Oh, the oath because that wasn't enough.
I'm winding up.
I love how she has no idea that he is so in love with her. She literally thinks that he went all this way just to take her position again.
And it's funny because Marisol, who is the person who runs the bed and breakfast where Iris is staying with Addie, as soon as Kit walks in, it's like, hey, it seems like you and Iris know each other. Do you know each other? And she's like, no. And he's like, yes. And she's like, oh, fucking goddamn it, Kit. Yeah, I guess we kind of know each other. He's my arch nemesis, maybe. You know, it's whatever. Sometimes we look at each other.
He stole my job. And
he's really handsome, but like, whatever. Who isn't handsome like him? Everyone else. She's so like, does not even want to associate with him. But it's funny because as much as she says that, she also can never stay away from him. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, God, it's so cute.
What can I say? They're fucking cute.
Every time he had his fucking typewriter, like, on his, like, with him, I'd be like, damn, she just has to look at it.
Yeah. And she would know immediately. And she would have known, but she never looked. Oh, bitch. She's a real one, you know? She's not one of those that would just snoop in.
Dude, how did you feel when, because there was moments where the fighters would come, the soldiers, and would be like, we need someone at the front lines who wants to go.
Oh my God. And then she volunteered because it was her turn. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, she's not going without me. Yeah. She's not going without me. And she thought it was embarrassing because, you know, at this point they still weren't anything.
But it's funny because they weren't anything, but even Addie was like, is there?
Are you guys in love, maybe?
I don't know. I heard him humming Wonderwall, and I was like,
oh, my God.
I don't know.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. That whole, them being in the trenches and just staying there for 7 days, and she was trying to read the letter that Carver had written to her. Yeah. It was so cute, because that was the letter where he basically was like, I love you, you know?
Where he confessed his undying love to her, and I think he didn't want her to read it, right? Like,
no, because he felt like it was too revealing. And she never even finishes it during that moment. Because
it is too revealing because it says something that would make her think about Roman.
Yeah, but it's so funny because even the letter starts, because she brought up to Carver, oh my gosh, my arch nemesis, man I hate the most, literally came to where I'm at.
Yeah, he's handsome, but I still hate him.
Yeah, and it's funny because Carver is like, damn, I already hate that bitch. I know that you will outshine him.
Yeah.
in so many ways. And she's like reading this letter and he throws a paper at her. And he's like, what you reading? You know, he like wrote that to her. And she was like, mind your business, bitch. Throws it back.
Little heart.
I know. He responds again, throws it, and is like, you reading a love letter? You have somebody you love? And she's like, fuck off. Throws it back. He throws it again. And it's like, I bet you I already know what he's writing. He's saying that he loves you, that he loves you're probably into literature because he's seen your magnificent writing, that this and that, like very revealing stuff that is exactly what's in the letter. And she just looks at him and doesn't respond, like, bitch, how did you know? Meanwhile, he's like, I'm Carver, bitch.
C, remember the C?
It's so cute, too, because we didn't mention it, but there was this moment that Addie and Iris were, like, pulling weeds in the garden, and he's in his room and throws a paper down and is like, guys, can you please read that? Very important. And he opens it, or she opens it, and it's like, what's another word for sublime? And she's over here like, bitch, what happened to your fucking 3 thesauruses and 2 dictionaries? And he's like, I left them at work. I just need a word. And Addie says transcendent and Iris says divine. So just like a thing to remember.
Yeah.
So they go, they're in, you know, still in the front of the war.
Yeah.
And there's just chaos that happens. And it gets bad. And it's so cute because Kit's like, no matter what, I have to protect her because I cannot imagine a world without her. So anytime any explosions, don't look at me like that. Anytime any shit happens, he's over here a fucking wall.
He gets in front of her like, take me, bitch. Take me.
Take me instead. Nothing's happening. Take me. Dude, I fucking love this man, dude. He's so in love with her. And it's funny because, like, at this moment, he's a fucking wall and getting hit with grenades. Getting hit with grenades and shit. And she's like, wait a minute.
Wait, that's kind of weird.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm braiding.
Also, at this point, she does know that he is no longer engaged.
Yes.
To whatever her name is.
And I think he had brought it up to her. Get closer. I want to braid your hair. I think.
We braid our hair together.
Dude. I think he had already brought it up that, like, he had left his whole life for this. And he doesn't really explain why, but it's like, I left it to be here.
And she's just like,
damn, to upstage me, bitch. You just never stop, do you? Huh?
It's like, just say you hate me, bitch. Just say
it. They're all making out. Just say you hate me.
No, they haven't kissed yet.
No,
Dude,
their
first.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Their
Their
first kiss. What were your thoughts?
Okay, well, first I want to say they were hit with a grenade, and he had a bunch of pieces of metal in his leg. So he got really hurt. And at this point, he was just like, go get my bag, get my typewriter. I really want you to. I want you to. And she's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm here with you. You are not.
Fuck that bag.
Fuck that bag. She just throws it into the fire. No, she's just like, I'm not going to go back for it. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
But she ends up like, he gets sent to the infirmary. She gets the bag. And then when she goes home, she looks in the bag. Well, no, first she finishes reading the letter from Carver, and Carver explains, hold on, I have the letter saved. Because in the letter, he wrote, it's odd how quickly life can change, isn't it? How one little thing like typing a letter can open up a door you never saw, a transcendent connection, a divine threshold. But if there's anything if there's anything I should say in this moment, when my heart is beating wildly in my chest, I would beg you to come and tame it, is this. Your letters have been a light for me to follow. Your words, a sublime feast that fed me on days when I was starving. I love you, Iris, and I want you to see me. I want you to know me. Though the smoke and the firelight and the kilometers that once dwelled between us, do you see me?
I see you, bitch. I fucking
Bitch!
see you.
Send. Because she read this and was like, that's Roman.
Yeah. She knew immediately.
There's no way that this is too coincidental. So then she opens his bag and sees the typewriter, and he's like, oh my God. So she goes to the infirmary. He's fucking on her eating fucking sopa. He's eating caldo like.
This bitch can't move. His leg is all like wrapped up and shit. It's like, up.
I know, bitch. And then she's just like, you fucking bitch. Carver, oh, bitch, I can't believe you did that to me.
She starts accusing him of playing her like a fool, and he's just like so confused. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I know who you are. Mm-hmm. You've been playing me this entire time. She's like, and he says, no, I haven't. Bitch, I'm in love with you.
And then as soon as she tries to leave, he says, don't run from me, Iris. Don't run from me. Not after what we've lived through. Not without granting me one final request. And she's like, fine, what's the final request? And it's like, ask me for my middle name.
Oh, shit.
Ask me. I know, stop. Ask me for my middle name.
She's like,
and
I don't give a
she's like,
fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Ask me for my middle name. And then she's like, fine, what is it? And he standing over her already. It's like, it's Carver, bitch.
I
fucking
did.
Britney Spears playing in the background, and they kiss.
It's Britney, bitch. Well, because he tries to explain to her, like, nothing that I've said to you has been a lie. I've been completely honest with you about everything. I just didn't say that I was Roman. But people do call me Carver. It's not a lie. Hold on.
But how did you feel about that first kiss?
Oh my God. I saw the fireworks. I saw that. Dude. Oh. I was so into it. I love them so fucking much.
Dude.
Stop. That was their first that was their first kiss. And I feel like this book did a really good job at like building that tension between them.
Perfect moment.
It was the perfect moment.
It was funny when
this was the moment.
It's funny when the nurse came in and was like, you're supposed to be resting, bitch.
Why the fuck are you making out right now?
And Iris is like, never gonna happen again. And she leaves. And so then when Roman finally gets home, Addie's like, you gotta check on him. And she's like, I don't fucking gotta check on that bitch.
He's sad. He's moping. He's depressed.
He's fucking sad. You really gotta check on him. And so when she does, he like at first doesn't want to open the door. But then, and he'll do anything when she says his first name, dude. He's like, Roman, open the door. And he's like, oh, find it.
Wait, what? What'd you call me? Wait. What was that?
All the fingers. Wait. So then she's just trying to start small talk and is like, oh, that's the typewriter that you wrote to me with. Oh, so cool.
So cool. Yeah. So fun. So fresh.
You know, Carver, should I call you that? Oh, I don't know. Kind of weird.
Roman, Carver, what do you want me to call you?
I know. And he's like, I don't want you to feel like you're forced to see me.
Yeah. Because
you obviously don't want to be here. And she's like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be here. I do want to be here.
Yeah.
And I don't remember at what moment it happens, but I'm going to start mixing these up a little bit because they do go running a lot as well too. Mm. And he obviously can't run, but there's a moment where they go outside and he's like, I have a really important question for you. Mm. And she's like, yeah, what is it? Were you serious about never kissing me again?
Yeah.
Serious though?
He was stressed because she told that nurse that, oh, it'll never happen again, like them being caught kissing, right? And he was stressed about it. He was like, wait, are you really never going to kiss me again? Look at these lips. Moisturize, babe. Moisturize.
That Carmex I had, I've already been through 10 of them, bitch.
I've been waiting.
I know. I have so many lip scrubs. I have so many lip masks. I'm ready for you at any time. It's like a little like cardboard thing. It's just his lips. But he said that at the point where like he wasn't really sure if the romance was going to continue. Mm-hmm. But then she was the one that kind of pushed it with like, because the last letter that he had sent, he was like, I want to know your favorite season. I want to know if you like sweet or salty foods. I want to know everything about you. And so when they're walking, she basically answers all these questions. And he's smiling, dude. And then he answers it. And it's the complete, don't do that to me because I'm a fucking guy. It's the complete opposite. And it's like, yeah, we're meant to be rivals. And he's like, but are you going to kiss me again, though?
He's like already puckering his lips. He's like, wait, hold on. Let me
Here, use my extra CarMax. So then he brings up like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And she's like, are you? Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
Wait, you don't say that unless you're gonna. And I'm not forcing it, but like he gets on his one knee.
Oh my God.
But then his stitches open. And she's like, oh my fucking God. Wait, hold on. I gotta go call for help.
She's like, I'll get on my knee. Hold on.
I know. So then, like they go back home. But it's cute because after this interaction, you know, they obviously go back home and they're both typing on their typewriters to each other. Mm-hmm. And it's really cute because they're like, you're literally right next door. Mm-hmm. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
But then they bring up that whole conversation they were about to have. Mm-hmm. And she was like, honestly, that feels like a conversation we should have in person. And he's like, no, I totally agree. It does feel like a conversation in person. So let's meet tomorrow in the morning.
At the garden.
And they meet.
The garden. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
It's really cute when they were talking. And she was like, I always knew you were my opposite. A nemesis usually is. And he said, I prefer former rival. So they meet in the garden. They make out. And then they kiss. And he proposes. And she's like, wait, bitch.
Wait. You want to marry me, maybe?
That's so gross. You can even sing Wonderwall to me, bitch. But she says yes. And then he's like, oh my gosh, I got to get our boss and coworker's blessing. Like, I have to go do this.
Yeah.
I do want to mention something, though. Around this point of the story, for some reason, certain materials in the house are now missing.
Yeah.
Like a full jumpsuit, a bunch of like fast packs.
And isn't there like footprints or something? Like something is like dirty that was on the ground.
Mm-hmm. But they don't know why. Mm-hmm. So they do end up getting the blessing.
They're too busy in their love bubble to really care.
Honestly, I was busy in that love bubble too. I was like, who fucking cares about the footprints?
Yeah, who cares?
I thought it was really cute when they were going to write their article together. So they were sitting at the kitchen table and she was just looking at him. And he said, see something you like? He asked, not missing a beat. His gaze remained on his paper, his fingertips flying over the keys. Iris frowned. You're distracting me, Kit. I'm pleased to hear it. Now you know what I felt all this bloody time, Iris. If I was distracting you for such a long period of time, you should have done something about it.
Aww, I fucking love them. What about my mind is blank? At this point.
Mm-hmm.
At this point.
Yeah.
Why are you blowing on me?
It's gonna be spicy.
Dude, I'm so drunk. Are you drunk?
Not yet.
You're not drunk?
Dude, I've been drinking a lot. My tolerance has gotten a lot better. I don't drink often, but it's just I've been to I've just been to a lot of parties recently.
Dude, I'm seeing colors.
Aww.
They're engaged. They get married. And then what happens?
They have sex?
Oh, yeah. Isn't this YA?
Yeah. The spice isn't like,
It's not spice.
But it's very cute. Mm-hmm. Because they're just very there for each other. And it was cute because they were very worried about having sex. But she was like, we could die tomorrow. And honestly, I want to experience everything with you. Mm-hmm. And he was like, same bitch. Same bitch.
He's like condom ready. He's like, me too, girl. Me too. It's already on.
Oh my gosh, dude. I just thought it was so sweet too that all of them were like, go to your room and have fun, you married couple. And it's like, damn, these rooms are all next to each other. Can you imagine being Addie just like, go to sleep?
No, I couldn't. If I were her, I'd be like,
dude, shut the fuck up.
Ear on the door, like, hold on, what's happening? And is she having a good time?
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking listen, but
I just want to make sure my girl is good.
Wait, are my candles on? But it's so cute. Well, it's cute, but it's sad because the next day, obviously something's going down because they had already been told that Daiquiri.
D-Man? Not Daiquiri. His name is Dacre.
Did you hear the audio? It's fucking daiquiri.
It's not daiquiri.
Fucking daiquiri basically is Dacre.
The
is
god.
said to have attacked Clover Hill and is slowly coming to where they're at. So they hear about this, and then the next day when they wake up after their fucking wedding, they notice that it's really dark outside. And when they had sex, all the lights were off, so they couldn't see each other at all. So when they wake up for the first time,
How romantic.
it's funny because he's just so like looking at her and admiring her, and she's like, we gotta go. She's already like putting on her pants. She's like, we really gotta go. And he's like, we can't.
Beba,
Can
we have like one more like quick?
It's so cute though, because he's like, we can't wait.
Sorry.
Babe, we can't wait.
Babe, it'll be fine. Dacre's my friend. We go way back.
Daiquiri? We go way back. But they do go downstairs. All hell breaks loose, and I'm going to speed up to the ending because...
Please get to the end.
They're basically all in the fight. And before I say it, I think we have to take our last shot.
No, I will literally...
You look so cute
I will literally die.
You want me to take yours for you?
Look at me. I'm looking at the camera. Look into my eyes. I'm so fucking drunk right now.
I can drink that one, but you have to
No.
continue. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Don't. This is so smooth.
It's good tequila, dude.
It's good, yeah.
It's called Suave. It's not called Suave.
Suavemente.
Bésame. Dude, fucking...
Quiero sentir tus labios.
This book, because it was so suave. No. This book, it would be funny. It would be funny if the way to appease the gods is like someone to sing for the first time. So on the top of the fucking hill, fucking Kit with his broken ass stanky leg. Suavemente. And Daiquiri's like, what's that? Bésame. Carmex. Te quiero sentir tus labios. Bésame otra vez. Suave. Oh, dude. Doesn't that sound great? Why didn't we write this book? I don't know what I'm saying.
I think Rebecca Ross had this covered.
Rebecca Ross is watching this. She's like, damn it.
God damn it.
Why didn't I think of that?
The second book is coming out soon, though.
Maybe get the rights.
Maybe she could add it in there.
It's too close to what she wrote, and she like deletes it all. She's like, ugh.
She's like, fuck, they got me. They got me.
Hyra's not here. Send it to me. I gotta know. Okay.
You drank it?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's funny because you used to have better tolerance than I did.
Girl, you've been going to a lot of parties. I haven't touched alcohol in so long.
I used to only drink when we were together. You don't have to. You don't have to. Because I think that was the last one I could take.
I'm so drunk. I'm literally, look at me. Drunk.
Dude, you look so good, though.
Can you tell?
No, you look fine.
Okay,
I can only tell because you're over here like...
Okay, anyways, what were we saying?
That's such a staple song to our childhood.
It really is. And my adulthood. Thank you.
The story basically ends with everything going to shit. Mm-hmm. And Iris is over here like, she got separated from Kit. And she's like, Roman, where are you? And then someone comes up in a jumpsuit. And she's like, that's Roman. So she's running with this person. But this person's running just fine. But Roman had hurt his leg.
Yeah.
So she's like, what the fuck? And this person keeps saying like, don't look back, don't look back. And she looks back and sees Roman following them.
This person is wearing a gas mask also.
So then when she sees Roman following them, she's like, who the fuck is this? Person takes off their gas mask and it's fucking Forrest.
It's fucking Forrest. How did
you feel?
Twins! I had a feeling that this was going to happen. I feel like moments like these... a little bit predictable. But it's okay, Rebecca. I still love you. It just felt like, yeah, of course, this is where the story was going. Of course, Forrest would show up again and take her from her husband. I was pissed. Dude. Didn't it feel like she didn't really shove him off?
She was conflicted.
She didn't shove him off hard enough.
I feel like she should have.
If I were her, I would have been like, no. My husband is over.
Match with my husband. Well, she didn't know what to do, and she's always kind of been said to be kind of like a weak person, but she left Kit behind and she felt horrible. And so then she's over here and dude, even worse. She's sitting with her brother. Okay. I want you to visualize this.
My eyes are closed.
And she's like, Forrest, my beautiful brother, where have you been? You know, I know that you've been fighting for Enva, right? And then he was like, bruh.
Oh my God.
And
Forrest.
you know, she was humming Wonderwall and he was like, get that shit out of here, bruh. I'm over here for the D-man.
Yeah.
Daiquiri.
Yeah. Dacre.
Daiquiri.
Okay.
So then she was like, what the fuck? You're fighting for that bitch? And it's like, you don't understand, sis. Like, there's so much going on that you don't understand. And so she was like, enlighten me. Tell me, what don't I understand?
Yeah.
And he was like, chill. There's so much negative vibes coming from you. Tell you what, why don't we go and look for your husband or whatever? And she's like, yes, let's go do that. So they go outside and where he was at, but he's gone. And then he's like, oh, bitch. I mean, sis, I know where your husband's at. And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, she's thinking the worst. She's like, he's being tortured. He's dead. He's a POW. Like, there's something going on. And she's sitting next to her typewriter and is just so defeated. And this book ends with her finding a little piece of folded paper, but she's like, that's probably just one of the old ones. I can't stand to read it, though, because Kit's dead, you know? And so she opens it to burn it over a fire, and it says, it's me. It's Kit, Iris, it's me. And that's how the book ends.
Well, there's an epilogue, but yeah.
What happens in the epilogue?
In the epilogue, basically, it's in Dacre's point of view, and he's like...
Daiquiri, yeah.
He's like going through his fucking remnants of the shit that he did. And then he mentions to somebody like, well, you know, I'm a healer and I could heal that bitch right over there. You know what? I don't have a war correspondent. I could heal that one. And it would just benefit me so much. And so basically you can assume that he's gonna heal hello? He's gonna heal Roman.
Yeah. So then it ends like that. And he has his typewriter apparently. Because why would you leave that shit behind? That's expensive shit.
That's expensive shit.
The end.
The end.
Dude.
Oh my God. Did you expect to become so fully invested as you obviously are, because you've been holding back tears?
Dude, I love this book. When they both talked about their grief, we didn't even talk about it, but Roman has this grief that he held on to for so many years.
Yeah.
And it was the death of his little sister, Dell, who died under his supervision, and she drowned. And it's something that his parents always hold over him. And this like parallel that both Iris and Kit have with grief that they feel like it's their fault, that shit gets me.
Yeah.
And I was crying, dude. I was gone. I feel so bad for them. And it's sad because throughout the story, Iris would be like, no.
Ow.
No, I can't feel happy. Why should I feel happy when everyone around me is dying? And Kit was like, shh, 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 shh.
Carmex.
Respectfully, bitch.
He didn't say that.
You deserve, even if the world is crumbling, you deserve to feel happy.
Yeah.
Bitch, respectfully.
Love you, bitch.
Dude, I love you, bitch.
I'm never gonna stop loving you. Bitch.
Let me put my lip scrub on, bitch. Dude, how do you move on to another book after reading this masterpiece?
You can't.
You can't.
This book was so fucking good.
Wait. You know what I thought?
Yeah.
I'm going to take your shot. You know what I thought?
Girl,
I thought you were going to hate this book.
Why?
Because of the marriage.
the marriage. What
Like
about
how it was just thrown in like wedding time, bitch.
But it makes sense because they're literally in the trenches of war. So after they basically, you know, were like, let's be together, he was like, marry me. Like it literally happened like a page after. Like they just got engaged, bitch. I'm talking to Shelly. Bitch, they got engaged.
Thank you. Not to the audience. Just calling you bitch.
Respectfully, I love you.
I love you too. I get it. Book talk. I get it.
This is that one book where I'm like, wow, they actually gave me a really good fucking book.
Dude, it's crazy. How can you make me... Dude, no, you're going to make me act a certain way. Stop. Yahira's holding my leg. How do you expect me to pick book of the year when this is one of the last ones we read?
I know. It's so fucking good.
Did you see when the next book is coming out?
December, girl.
Is it December? No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not December.
Bitch, respectfully. Hold on.
Oh my God.
The next book is coming out. Oh, you're right. December 26, 2023. Bitch, we gotta read
fucking Christmas.
We gotta read it, dude. Santa Claus would be so mad at us if we didn't.
I already pre-ordered it.
Saint Nicholas?
I'm pre-ordering it today.
Dude, me too. I
fucking love this book too. Dude, it's a duology though, so the next book is the ending.
Dude, it's gonna be so good, dude. I can't, like, this rivals to lovers and lovers to soulmates. Okay. Theories, go.
What happens next?
Yes.
I have no idea.
I'm telling you, it's gonna end with him going there. Because remember, they said, well, we didn't say it, so you don't know. If you read this book, there's one part where one of the goddesses, the one that's supposed to be the good side, Enba, she has this harp that she could only play. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me Kit's not gonna go up there like
start strumming this
is
shit?
For my bitch.
Where's my girl? Carmex. Right there.
Carmex, and he just does like a whole fucking spiral over his face. Did it. You know, he like goes up. All aboard!
He's playing while Iris is fucking fighting everyone around.
I'm gonna live forever. Dude, I want this movie to be engraved. Hello? I'm imagining this to be a cinematic masterpiece. I'm sorry. I want this book. Like, I want a QR code on my forehead to the Amazon purchase of this book. Like, I can't. It's so sad to me. Like, it makes me a little sad. I'll be honest. It makes me a little sad that there's people that haven't read this book.
I'm gonna start crying, bitch.
This is like a staple read.
It's so fucking good.
Right? I think about myself. I think about myself before reading this book. And I was sad. Honestly, I had no direction in my life before this book. And now I'm like, this is real.
Did you know this book came out this year?
Yeah, April.
Yeah. April. And the next one comes out this month. Hello.
Dude,
next month.
Fucking Rebecca was like, she threw her book. It got published midair while she threw it and was like, keep me going.
Unless she had already written the next book. What if it ends sad? Wait, do you have any theories for the next one?
I think that there is going to be a loss, but I don't think it's going to be our main couple. And I don't know if Forrest's death would be that. I don't think it would be that impactful because even Iris was like, this is not the brother I remember. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the fact that he's with Daiquiri.
Didn't he attack him? Attack her, I mean? He did, right? Because I remember her thinking like, oh my God, my brother's going to kill me.
Yeah.
That bitch.
I
feel like it would hurt if like halfway through the second book, they just kind of rekindle that relationship that they had. And then they're like solidifying like, okay,
but it's
you and me, we've always been a pair. And especially because when she reveals to him like, hey, mom didn't make it.
Yeah. They go back to Oath, right? They go back to their home.
Yeah. Because then she says like, it doesn't feel like home anymore.
No, because her home is with kids.
It's with kids. I don't understand the whole Dacre healing him though.
Dacre?
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't get
he
it.
just did that because he was like, this guy's going to work under me. Not really realize. Like, it could have been anyone at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Didn't it sort of feel like Kit was important?
Yeah.
Right?
It did.
Because they mentioned, like, the person with black hair and this. And it's like, why is Kit so...
Yeah.
Were you expecting him?
Yeah.
Fucking
Do you
Dacre
know
has
him?
the last typewriter. He's
Oh.
it's me, bitch! I don't know, because the third
Maybe.
typewriter went to Olette, which was the sick friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that's going to come up at all, or if it's only those two. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think, is this Rebecca Ross's first book?
No, she has another one that's popular, I think. Something Enchanted.
Oh, I did see that. Dude, I think I just found another favorite author. Like,
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that too. After reading this, I was like, I need to read her other books. I love her writing.
It's so good, dude. The next book that's gonna come out is called The Ruthless Vows.
Ruthless Vows.
How do you feel?
I'm excited. I can't wait.
It was funny when it hit me how important the title Divine Rivals was. I did cry.
You cried?
Yeah.
Why? What does it mean to you?
Because they're rivals, and the fact that they use the word divine, the word that she came up with.
Mm-hmm. Stop.
Me
I thought the direction... Okay, before getting to the end, I thought the direction it was going was like, oh, maybe they're somehow linked to the gods somehow. But they're not. They're just basic bitches.
I think they're a good representation, though. Because, like, the gods come from two different worlds and don't get along. But they come from two different worlds. But are each other's, like...
Soulmates.
Match. And I liked when they would hug or kiss. And she would always describe it as, like, I fit perfectly into him.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you say that the gods, Enva and Dacre, are giving Hades and Persephone?
Dude, don't even bring them up. I accidentally gave Ruthless Vows 5 stars. It's not even out yet.
It wasn't an accident. It was very intentional.
I was going to give this one 5 stars.
Yeah, I would give this book 5 stars. And what about it?
I think that the gods are going to play a bigger role in the second book.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that.
Because now they're going to be in the heart of the war.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see that. And the fact that Kit is with Dacre, but Forrest is working for Dacre, it's going to be very hard to pick a side for Iris.
Is it?
I think so.
Why?
Because I think you're right. She is going to have bonding moments with her brother. Because it still hasn't been revealed to Iris that Kit is with Dacre.
There are no thoughts in
Dude,
this
you
brain.
are drunk.
I'm so drunk.
I love you so much. And I just want you to know that I did not think I would like this book as much as I did. Dude, you're going to make me act.
I didn't either. Because I'm going to be honest, for a second there, I was like, why am I going to be so invested in these two basic bitches when there's two gods out there in the world? But this book was so good.
So good.
I love that it didn't focus too much on the gods. And it kind of like built the world, I guess, around them. Mm-hmm. And so now we're ready for the second one where it's going to reveal more about their motivations, I guess. Hopefully, maybe.
Dude, I am so excited. I see myself following Rebecca Ross's journey, and I think I am going to read her Elements of Cadence series.
I want to read it too. Should we talk about it here?
Dude, I don't know.
Is that the enchantment one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elements of Cadence.
We should read it.
We're about...
Maybe so we should start January like that.
We promised we would read other books that someone suggested to us. So we got to read those first. Remember someone suggested 3 authors to us?
Yeah, and I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Dude, it's so funny because sometimes I worry, because I don't know if you felt it too when we're picking books. It's kind of like, we don't know what to choose next.
Yeah.
But there's so much fucking books.
There's so many books.
There's so many. You all need to get into reading. Like, you heard of that shit? It's like at the end of our podcast episode. If you're listening, you're most likely a reader.
I think they read. I think they read.
But don't you ever feel like that when you like finish reading a book and then you get back to the real world and your job and your friends and you're like,
wait, you haven't read this book?
Y'all bitches missing out?
Wait.
I'm here living my life and you don't know who fucking Kit is?
I kind of want to post this like book on the main, you know, like
you would.
You guys need to read this today.
I will do it with you, hand in hand, drunk. I mean,
stop! Don't even show that to me,
dude. Should we? If I drink, I'll die.
No, don't drink it.
No.
Don't drink.
No, stop.
Stop.
Okay, I'm done too. I just want to see if you were willing.
No. I know that I'm
Dude,
like at the brink.
I am so happy we read this. I'm so happy I experienced it with you.
I'm so glad you liked it. I was nervous that you wouldn't like it. I thought maybe you wouldn't get it. Respectfully.
Okay. But also disrespectfully.
Hold on.
I want to live forever.
Okay, no, I don't. I didn't mean that like that. I don't know. Sometimes when I really like a book, I'm like so nervous that you're not gonna like it. It's kind of like,
I get what you mean.
It's kind of like with these Hollow Vows, where I was like, oh my god, if she doesn't,
because it means so much to you that you're like, I want you to like it, so I can talk about it with someone else.
Yeah,
this is like these Hollow Vows.
Yeah, this book makes me emotional, honestly.
Me too.
Like, it's so special to me. Like the way that she writes, amazing, beautiful, love it. Just the magic that she incorporated in her world. And amazing, beautiful. Love it.
They're so
the
in
romance
love with each other.
The romance.
They're so in love with each other.
This is a really good example of the romance that I want, like all the time, where you can really feel that he loves her.
That's what I've been saying, bitch.
Respectfully.
Dude, I agree. I feel like I could recommend this to others.
I have to ask you though. You gave it 5 stars, right? I gave it 5 stars. Is this a contender for a book of the year?
Wait, I'm yes. But isn't it crazy? Because one of my book of the years, I don't know if you feel the same, is the first book we read in January, which was The Bridge Kingdom.
Oh my god, yes, that book was so good.
And the fact that book that is 12 months old from my reading, thank you, you're gonna make me act up. It's crazy to me that book is competing with one that is so late into into the year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, what if we? I don't know.
What if we read another one?
What if we read another one that just hits us hard, and I'm like, damn,
dude, I don't
know what my book is gonna be. God damn it! But yeah, Bridge Kingdom was so good. This book, so good.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
we're basically done talking about this book, but I could talk about it forever.
Me too. I could go for another 5 hours.
What are your books of the year so far?
Oh my god, we have to look at the list.
I know, I gotta look at my Goodreads as well.
Okay.
So it's like, no one drinking that shot? Is that what's going on?
Let's give it to your sister. Okay,
she's driving.
I have 84 out of 100.
Nice.
So
88 out of 100.
Nice. Love that for us.
Thank you.
Good job, queen.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me look at what I've read this year. So starting from the top, Make It Drop. That's someone.
Have you seen That's a Wap? Wasted ass potential.
Oh my god. Wait,
Can I tell you my books of the years?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
How many are we doing? Like 5?
I'm gonna do as many as I see.
Okay, go.
The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen was one of the first ones I read. Amazing. The Traitor Queen, which is the second book in the Bridge Kingdom.
God, that's
just as good. Shout out to Hellbent. It sucked, but I wanted it to be good.
Wait, that's not your top.
It's not my top, but I just wanted to shout out.
Don't confuse the listeners.
I just feel bad.
You gave it like what, 2 stars?
Yes. The time I got drunk and needed a love potion at a werewolf. That was this year.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
that feels like last year.
Just skip that one. Skin of the Sea.
Love. So good.
So good. Cinder for me.
That's a top?
That's a top, dude. That's 5 so far.
It was not a good
Angels
retelling.
Before Man. You haven't read it yet, and we're going to talk about it on this podcast later.
Yeah.
But you know I love it.
I did start it, though.
Okay, good to know. The Extraordinary, shout out. I think it would be a top. Confessions by Kanaya Minato.
Ooh, that was so
a good
good.
One.
Wife.
Wife.
I'm just kidding. I just saw
You're
that.
Not Supposed to Die Tonight as a top.
Mm-hmm. How many are you at now?
That's 7, I think. Monstrilio, that's a top.
Okay.
Episode 13.
Oh my god,
dude.
that one was so good. Unhinged, be honest.
Dude, shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
And Divine Rivals, that is 8. Last year, I don't feel like there was that many.
Wow, really? Okay, we have to cut it down to 5. Friendly reminder. You will. Okay, Bridge Kingdom.
Nice.
Obviously. Traitor Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St.
You love that book.
I fucking love that book. Second book was not as good though. Oh my god, thank you. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming.
The first one, of course.
Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. Love that one.
Wait, did we read these Hollow Vows this year?
No.
We read these Infinite Threads this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Hold on. I read My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Oh, we're not doing personal reads, huh?
No, you can. You can.
No, it's fine.
Because I said These Extraordinaries.
Oh, you did? Okay. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell was so good, but so fucking sad.
Okay.
So. Anyway, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros.
Really? Contender for 5 stars?
Yeah, I love that book. Don't judge me.
Damn. Okay.
Confessions by Kaname Minato. I don't
Good
have
book.
enough fingers, okay? Oh my god, this is so hard because so many of the like spooky ones that we did were so good.
Yeah, dude, I know.
But I feel like I would pick, oh my god, thank you. Episode 13th by Craig DeLue. And then where's the other one? Hidden Pictures by Jason.
Oh, you love that book.
Oh my god, that book was so fucking good. I'm at like 11 now. Oh my god, that's so many. And then I would say Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Yeah.
This has been a good year for reading.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you feel, I've had so many other like hyperfixations recently.
Mm-hmm.
So not only
I
these
know.
books.
I know. I see it on TikTok.
TMNT's been slapping this year, okay? And I reread The Last Ronin. It hits different at the second reread. So I have that. I have video games I'm currently into and just like
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
2.
dude. There's no time.
There's no
There is
time.
no time for all this.
How many more books are left in this year for us to
film?
Let's so check. How many more days do we have? We have 1, 2, like 9?
9 episodes?
9 or 8? Because I don't know. Because we're doing the book awards, and then
one.
we're doing 2 special ones. Now we're doing a tier list, and then we're doing the book
we
awards.
We need to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
Dude, I just want to say,
okay,
this year has been a ride, and this is our 3rd year filming our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It is, right?
Yeah, it is.
What year did we start?
I'm pretty sure it was either 2020 or 2021.
It might be 2020 because it was after COVID had started.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Let me look this up. What are we called again? I'm just kidding.
The book picks.
I would never forget Story and Things.
Stop.
Sort by oldest. Our first episode came out May 25th of 2021.
2021. What year was this? 2023. So this is our 2nd year then.
We're nearing our 3rd. We're half a year away. So we're 2.5 years in.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But we've had hits this year.
Yeah, dude.
And misses.
A lot of misses. But it's been A good year, dude. It's been a good year of reading.
It has been.
I feel so bad for all of my normie friends out there.
I know who don't read. I'm like, wow, dude, you're missing on this masterpiece.
I have a friend who's been reading It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Hoover. She's been reading that book.
I know so many people who are reading Colleen Hoover.
Dude, she's been reading that book for a year.
Oh.
And I'm like, there's a world out there. There's a whole world out there.
Like if you would just like push the book down and be like, read this one.
Bitch, respectfully, have you heard of Divine Rivals?
By Rebecca Ross. It's so fucking good.
Dude. Did I tell you one of my friends? I'm gonna shout her out. Her name is Jessica. She watches our podcast.
Hey, Jessica. Shout out.
You know her.
I do
College
know.
Jessica.
Yes.
So she has picked up reading. And
Really?
it's so funny because the last time her and I hung out, we were sitting in a diner.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why don't you make a Goodreads? And she was like, what's a Goodreads? And I pulled it, like she downloaded the app, she made one.
Aww.
And she put all of the books she read this year. She made her goal like last month. And her goal is like, I think it's 20 because she's near that number and she feels like she could reach it. And the fact that when I started this podcast, she was like, you know what? I love that you're reading again and I miss it. And she picked it up again.
That's so cute.
It's so sweet.
I think that's sweet.
Because don't you remember you and I kind of said that? Like there are some people that we told this to.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't.
I love all my friends. But it's kind of like, it's hard to get people to read again.
Yeah.
You know? And it's a hobby that's like hard to even talk about with others sometimes. Because when you bring up books, they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Books.
Especially if they're long.
Yeah.
And, you know, some books can be a little bit pricey. So it just depends on the person's situation. But I agree. I feel like sometimes it's hard to talk about books with some people because they just look at the page count.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't know if I ever told you, but when we were reading These Hollow Vows.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
And These Hollow Vows and
These Hollow Vows too. When we were reading the second one of the duology, I took it to work and literally people see the thickness of it and they're just like, no, I could never read that. Never.
And it's like, okay, I didn't ask you to. I know what you mean. Because I took Malice and Misrule to work when I was reading. Well, Misrule, the second one. I took that one, These Twisted Bonds, by the way.
Okay.
I took that one to work and I remember my the people I work with looked at it and was like, so you just read for fun?
Yeah. They don't get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get it. So anyone who's listening to this, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love it. I just want more people who read to like, you know, there is this one girl who I knew, if she's listening to this, hey girl, who I knew from high school, but we never really like talked that much. But she posted on her Instagram story that she was reading If He Had Been With Me. I think it was that book. And I reached out to her and I was like, oh my God, you read, bitch? Oh my God. And she was like, yeah, I've been getting into reading this year. And so we were like, basically we like started talking because of that. And you know what? It's such a gateway to like friends.
Dude, you know who's been reading recently? Lily.
Anna? Cute. Hey, girl.
It's crazy to me. Just like seeing people pick this up and it's like you don't understand how big of a thing it is in my life. So like it's wild.
It is wild. But you know, sometimes I can't really like to people who don't read, I can't really be like, hey, read this, because I know they're not gonna read it.
And it's funny because there are some people who reach out to me and go like, hey, yeah, I used to read Harry Potter. And it's like,
my God.
You and I, we are not the same.
Different
We are
paths.
in different worlds, my friend.
Oh my God, my coworker sometimes reads very, like, not as much as us. So it's kind of funny for me to tell her, like, oh my God, I read this book, and I'll tell her about them. And she's like, wow, I've been on fourth wing for like a month now. So, and I'm still on like chapter 2. So.
Meanwhile, we're like, we got to finish 10 books by a week.
I know, literally. So it's like crazy to see the difference.
You know what's something I hope for?
What?
That next year, 2024, which sounds crazy.
Oh my God.
Next year, I want us to be ahead of our reading schedule. That is a goal. It's just been so crazy at work for both of us.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that maybe that'll be possible once you do your break.
Yep. I think so.
Hopefully.
Oh. I don't know.
Fingers
Dude,
crossed.
it's just been this book. These books like these 5 stars always remind me why we do this. It's like so good.
Rebecca Ross, shout out to you.
Shout out. Okay, time to end the episode by singing Suavemente a cappella.
Suavemente, bésame.
Thank you, everyone who's listening to us, whether that be in audio form, like Spotify, podcast. What is
Apple
podcast?
Music.
Spotify,
Podcast.
Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcast on. I'm sorry I'm drunk, but thank you so much. You know what? While I'm talking right now, why don't you go to our main page on whatever you're listening to, go to ratings, and just give us a 5 stars. Yeah. It takes as long as I just said that to do that.
And also it has definitely boosted us a lot. Thank you so much to everyone who has given us a 5-star rating, because I feel like it's helped. Like we've gotten more of an audience. Mm-hmm. And it's just so nice. And we appreciate it so much. It helps a lot.
If you want to leave a review too and recommend our next read, we are filled for the year, but for next year, it would be nice to have a list going.
We do already have a couple of recommendations.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Me too.
If any of you want to help us monetarily, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon, which it's a little empty right now. We'll get to it. But really, it just serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you appreciate what we do here on the podcast, because we do post twice a week. We read a lot for the podcast, which I'm not complaining. But if you would like, you can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. Or if you don't want the commitment of monthly, you can find us on buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix or ko-fi.com/thebookfix, which is spelled ko-fi.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. We're finally caught up. It's wild.
Thank God.
If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to support us on social media, we do have an Instagram and Threads at the Bookfix Pod, THEBOOKFIXPOD. Mm-hmm. And we also have a TikTok at the Bookfix, THEBOOKFIX.
Yeah. Oh
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
You.
I'm sorry we rambled.
I'm sorry we're drunk, but I'm not sorry.
I love episodes like this.
Me
They're
too.
They're so fun.
I feel more liberated, which I don't know what that's saying about me, but
thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Bye. Dude, we're getting so close to the end of the year. How do you feel?
A little, I don't know, it's weird. Every time we reach the end of the year and move on to the next year, it just feels like we have to beat whatever our goal was, because we made a goal for ourselves at the beginning of the year.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. But that's just for us. We don't post that.
We don't post it, but even no matter if we surpassed our goal or didn't meet our goal, it always feels kind of like, okay, starting fresh. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like, according to whatever our stats are at the end of the year, we did a lot better this year.
You think so? Because last year, our stats were triple. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but it was because we started from our first year, and starting a podcast, not knowing how to promote ourselves is hard.
Yeah, it is hard. So I'm excited to see what we're at on the Spotify. What's it called?
Wrapped?
Yeah. Because they do that for podcasters too. I'm so excited.
Well, that comes out the beginning of December, doesn't it?
I think so. So it's almost time.
It's almost time. Oh my gosh.
We're not going to share that publicly though. Well, I think we did, but only a couple of things, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
But not get into specifics though, because I think we're both the same, where we want to keep it private.
I feel like talking about it kind of jinxes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And then I feel like there's some things that should be private.
Yeah, it's only for us.
Yeah.
Me, you, and God.
Me, you, Jesus, and Rebecca Ross.
Oh, of course. I'm going to share this there, obviously. Bésame. Te quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez.